Hi everybody, Captain B in another episode of the Blue Tourtuga. It's been a while, quite a while. We had a great summer. The fall early part was good. Late fall we didn't get to enjoy much because we did need to do some warranty work on the boat. And that means the boat was away for 2 months, mostly waiting for parts to show up. But we're here at home in the driveway and we're getting ready for an epic adventure. We are off in just a couple of days to do the Florida mini loop. We are gonna trailer the boat on down to Indiantown Marina in Florida and do the mini loop clockwise down the Intracoastal, down to Key Largo for Christmas, Key West for New Year's, back up the West Coast through the Everglades and back through the canal back to Indiantown in early to mid-January. So this is going to be huge. I promise I will do my best to post every day or 2 or 3 depending on internet services where we are. And I'll show you how we've been preparing. So first up, we have to prepare the boat for trailering. So you'll notice all the strapping we got. So we got an extra strap on the front bow, one at the with the loop holding it down. Notice the safety chain, and what you'll notice is absolutely everywhere I double up. Not only is the strapping there, but I also add tie wraps or zip ties to absolutely every location. Should anything get loose, it will stay loose where it is and it won't come off and flap around and hit the boat. We've got the harness. This is the wiring harness that goes up into the boat and powers the lights at the back that are in the boat, the trailering lights. So you see we've got all that extra safety. These are 3,000-pound straps, so nothing's going anywhere. The triple axle trailer. There's the straps. All of the excess has been tied down. Again, all the attachment points are tie wrapped. And I'll get up here in a second and show you that we've got no canvas now on the boat. Everything's been taken down, and we've got this extra X strapping, which is actually reflective, which is pretty neat. Not that we'll be rolling at night, at least we don't expect to. And that'll hold the frame for the aft canvas. And I'll show you a couple of other things. So you can see we got a couple of covers for the seating because everything's opened up. And just in the last day, actually, it was a windy day, but look at the mess in the back of the boat. But that's not what I wanted to show you. Remember the garage? We had that one of the first few episodes. Well, we still have our garage. And guess what's in there? That's the dinghy. So the dinghy with the oars stores right in here, just like we had planned. And you'll have a T-bar that will go on top of the Skeeto pylon and allow us to actually hang the dinghy on the back of the boat. So you'll get to see that during the trip. But I wanted to show you this, so a lot of you were wondering where the dinghy was going to go. There it is. It's in the garage. So we're back at the front of the boat, and I wanted to show you that antenna mast, which for trailering has been folded down and secured and extra secured with tie wraps, and that allows us to keep that 13 feet 6 legal when we trailer down the highway, so we're not hitting any bridges or anything. So that's it for the outside. We've got a whole bunch of preparations going on inside the house. I'll show you that in a second. Well, things are a bit of a mess in the house because we've got everything to get ready, but you'll recognize the Yeti cooler. And we got this tote system at Canadian Tire, which is coming quite handy to sort everything else. And you'll notice our Osprey bags, which we had in a review. Oh, land shark, gonna need that on the trip. This particular tote has the dinghy stuff, all the dock lines, and you'll see our new fenders that are center hole fenders. The lines have all been adjusted, custom fit for the boat. Really happy about that. Those should work out really well. You'll recognize the Milwaukee tool bag. That's set to go. Behind it is the barbecue. Odds and ends that are going in the truck. And here's the bin system, all labeled for each area in the boat. We have over here the nesting pots for the kitchen box, and I picked up this Yeti bucket that'll go with the collection. You'll recognize, a little dark, but the life bag, the Osprey bag, and of course the Kraken, who's paying no attention to any of this, although she will be prepared for the trip because she is going to the groomings tomorrow morning. She'll get a haircut and a bath. Well, no trip could be complete without some paperwork, so I'm pretty proud of these. I'll show you these in a minute. Some of you have already seen this summer. That was in the boat. It's our boat manual. So in here we have a kit, pen, pencils, markers, highlighters, dividers, some little navigation tricks in there. And of course from here is just a reference manual. I do keep a fuel log. We have the specs for the boat, and then things like our permits, licenses, insurance, and then sort of some cool things, how I'm going to make a Mayday call, speed conversion tables, correcting and uncorrecting, from magnetic to compass and to true bearings, calculating speed. We got where to position the boat, docking, undocking, stuff on weather, and we have the quick reference cards that we keep in here as well. These are all the lights, so how to recognize and identify various lights from various ships at night. So this is one of the manuals that we keep in the boat. Next up is our reservations binder. So and I wanted to show you the actual loop. You can go on the internet and check it out, but you'll see that we start at Lake Okeechobee, make our way up to Port St. Lucie, down Riviera Beach, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, and then all the way down to the Keys, and then back up the Everglades to past Naples, Cape Coral. We're going to be staying in Fort Myers, and then back through Lake Okeechobee and back to the canal. So this is our reservations binder. What I do is I lay out the trip, lay out the dates, and then have my reservation number and that sort of thing, and where we're going to be staying for each day of the trip. So there's a binder specific to our reservations. And a little bit in the same line of thinking, what we do is I have a binder, I keep an envelope for my receipts, and then I lay out each day where we're going to stop, each leg of the trip while I'm driving. And of course, I also like to always include the aerial shot of wherever I'm going to stop for gas, and I make little notes, and that way I know that I've got enough room with the boat to turn around. And this is for each of the various legs of the trip on the way down with the boat. So I bring along just a 5-star note binder. That'll just be sort of a deck log to keep for ourselves. This is an excellent resource, the Waterway Guide, and it's in here. It's got a little flap to keep things in place. And it'll give you maps. It'll tell you where the marinas are. It'll give you phone numbers and reference numbers. It'll give you day trips that you can take. It'll tell you where some of the shopping is. Really cool reference guide to have. So that'll be coming with us. And this is the book that probably I put in the most work. And this is our navigation manual for the entire trip. And you can see I've got the dry Tortugas on there. That's on the bucket list. That would require very cooperative weather for us to make that trip. I don't know that we'll be able to do that this time, but that's the canal, and it's tabbed. And what I have on each section is the timetables for that first location, and then an extract of every navigation chart, section by section, where we're going to be passing through. And this allows Crew MJ to just follow along and make sure we're in the right spot. This particular chart is Peanut Island, and we'll be spending a whole day at Peanut Island. And you can see the way I label these. I have the reference to the actual chart that it comes from, and this tells me that it's trip plan 2, page 1, and they're all numbered and sequenced. And this entire binder takes us through the whole trip, sequenced one step at a time. And this is sort of neat, but it's a reference for Crew MJ to navigate us through and keep an eye on our GPS, even though we have a backup GPS as well, a portable handheld one. But we also have in the boat, obviously saved in the computer, all of the actual charts for this. So we can always refer to them back, because this isn't all about paper. In fact, if you look at this big honking briefcase, these are all the manuals for all the various pieces of equipment in the boat, and that is all saved on the laptop. They've all been scanned and saved, so we do not need to bring that with us. Everything is stored in the laptop, just like all of these charts are stored in the laptop as well, so that we can refer to them at any time we need to. But this is a nice quick visual aid that allows us to plan every evening, prepare, know where we're going to be, and then make adjustments as we'll be navigating our way around the loop. So lots of preparation. So one more piece of super important equipment that we're bringing on this trip. The Kraken is getting on in years, and her idea of a long walk is about 100 feet. So if we want to get to see things, we got to find a solution. So this is something we took with us to Cape May and some other places, and she's gotten used to it. She's not happy with it. But yes, this is a stroller, and it is not meant for children. It is meant for pets. And it is a Gen 7 Pets stroller. And this is very important. We're going to be bringing that with us so that we can, get out and about in town and see some things. So that's a little bit of our preparation. It's a pretty quick summary. To tell the truth, we've been at this for about a good 3 months now, getting everything ready. So very excited. We're 3 days away from liftoff, and we're going to get you footage of us on the road. You're going to get footage of us underway when we're navigating from one location to the other. But we're also going to bring you, hopefully, all kinds of really cool footage of the places we're going to visit. Hopefully a little fishing, definitely lots of visiting and sightseeing, a little bit of shopping, all in a very safe manner, and all while living on our boat. So I think the next few weeks are going to be very exciting. Like I said, I'm going to post as much as I can, and I hope you enjoy it. And I'm really excited to bring all this to you and have you share our vacation with us. So we can't all be together, but we can be together by the means of the channel. So until very soon, this is Captain B saying keep the bottom side wet and the top side dry.